Did she just say that Sephora is meant for kids? Hello, and welcome back to part 2. So, teachers are not the only victims of millennials' bad parenting. It is also society and my favorite thing in the world, beauty stores like Sephora and Ulta. And it saddens me that Sephora is now becoming Claire's again. Like, no!
So this might be a controversial topic, but I'm going to tell you guys why we got our 1-year-old an iPad for Christmas. Honestly, this was supposed to be her gift last year, but I still wasn't willing to do so because I did feel extreme mom guilt. Technology is literally their future. Play on iPads, they read on iPads, they do their work on iPads. And as long as there's balance, iPads are not a negative thing.
I'm just going to say I'm the one who censored this clip. Because, yes, this clip is still public on TikTok, but no. I don't feel comfortable showing the minor's face because it is a small child. I wouldn't want my kids' identity online. So I'm doing them a favor in this regard because giving an iPad to a 1-year-old is wild. But she wanted to give it to her when she was younger? What world are we living in is correct. Like, yes, technology is around us and it is addicting, but boredom is good for the brain. It allows for children to use the brain to entertain themselves. If a kid is constantly being bombarded with entertainment, no wonder they're acting out. No wonder they can't sit through like a 3-minute movie, a 3-minute clip, I should say. It's because they're addicted to constant entertainment.
10-year-olds are ruining makeup stores. Lately, Sephora employees have been complaining on TikTok that every time they work a shift, the majority of customers are children under the age of 13 that have no manners. They go up to the sample section and quite literally destroy everything and make a huge mess that they don't even bother cleaning up.
I tell this to my own kids. A store is a place of business. You respect it as you would your own home. If they are this embarrassing out in the wild, I wonder how they are in their own homes. Or if the parents just like, not my house, I don't care. Make a mess, honey. Thinking it's cute. It's not.
In fact, some workers are saying that the kids will open up packaged products from a set just to take 1 or 2.
Look at that tester from Fenty. I don't use testers, but I like seeing the product before I buy it so I know what I'm getting into because you can kind of see what the finish is or if it has like glitter or anything, but they're destroying these products for people who actually want to actually buy the products. They just need to ban young kids from the stores because apparently the parents don't care. They're not supervising the children.
Items, thus resulting in the store losing hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of product.
Always when the groups of kids come into the store that we then find all of the empty Summer Fridays boxes.
As a result, some Sephora locations are allegedly removing testers entirely because it's not worth them if the kids are just gonna ruin it and not.
No, just ban the kids or unsupervised kids, and if the parents aren't being parents, kick them out! Don't, no. Because, like I said, I like to see what the package looks like before I buy it, especially if it's a new product and not a staple, to see if, like, the eyeshadows are glittery or not. But no, don't remove them, but I understand that they do. I understand it's better to remove them than to have them blocked up, like some stores do. So I understand that. It's a business. It's a business. They want to make money. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the people who can't control their kids.
Purchase anything. And it's not like they can ban 10-year-olds from coming into their.
Yes, they can ban 10-year-olds. They can. Like, no. My local at-home store doesn't allow unaccompanied minors in the store. So, yeah, Sephora can make that a policy if necessary. God. Like, why would you think they cannot ban 10-year-olds? That is, like, idiotic way of thinking. That's an idiotic way of thinking because they could if they wanted to. And if it gets bad enough, I won't be surprised if that happens in some locations. I don't understand why this person said they can't ban 10-year-olds. They could if they wanted to. And it wouldn't surprise me if some locations started to do that in the future. My brain hurts, y'all. It hurts from the wildness and the stupidity. coming out.
Store. Not to mention, people in the comments section were saying things like when they were 10 years old, they were playing with Barbies and watching Rugrats. Meanwhile, nowadays they're putting on a full face of makeup and are wanting to grow up faster and faster.
Kids wanting to experiment with makeup is not new. I used to play in my mom's makeup, got in trouble a few times, but I wasn't using stuff from like Sephora. I was using Wet n Wild. Like some plain makeup, I can understand the quality is sex. Just get them some Wet n Wild. And they have some appropriate skincare options for children or teens like CeraVe that's more safe for the skin and not Drunk Elephant, which a lot of the products has harsh actives in it. And it's pretty pricey too.
This is the real reason why that no one seems to be addressing. There are so many children at Sephora. Do you see all of these products right here?
Did she just say that Sephora is meant for kids? Girl, BFFR, be so for real right now. You have a Course RX product right here, Course RX, snail mucin, which you can get at Ulta. Ulta has both drugstore and high-end products. She needs a reality check.
Mainly this one. They don't sell those products and those brands at Sephora.
I buy Dermalogica. I can get Dermalogica at both Ulta and Sephora. And you're saying it's just for kids there? Okay, honey.
Sephora does not sell medical grade skincare. Drunk Elephant is not good skincare. Sol de Janeiro is for children. It's for girls in high school.
Sol de Janeiro is for anyone who has the money to buy it. But just because you can buy it doesn't mean you should, because the lotion, it smells good, but it does not last long. And fragrance, depending on your skin type, is not always going to be the best for you. Because a Sol de Janeiro lotion can cost... Oh, I'm looking at my Sephora app right now. $22 to $48, depending on the size. No kid needs a $48 lotion. No.
And middle school. But the reason why there are so many kids in Sephora is because Sephora is for kids. It's a kids store.
Oh, you want an hourglass highlighter palette? Sorry, it's at Sephora, so it's clearly meant for kids with a price tag of $69. Kids can go play Wet n Wild, and that's no shade to the brand, but nothing in Wet n Wild's collection is that expensive. This chick needs a reality check stat.
Yeah, I agree. Little kids should not be buying products that have retinol in them. I don't even use retinol, okay? But the packaging is for children. It's for little kids.
Packaging is not for children. It's not for kids. Adults can have skincare that's not just sterile, in other words. Like, not plain. Adults can have colorful products too. Why not? Because like I said, that Sol de Janeiro lotion, if you get like the regular size, according to my Sephora app, $48. And it doesn't last that long, especially if you're going to cover your body from your chest to your legs. At least in my case, it doesn't. But I can also be using way too much too, but I like to be nice and moisturized.
This is literally the only product that I buy at Sephora. They don't sell Chanel.
Mine sells Chanel perfume. So, back that up.
At Sephora. They do sell this Dior stuff, but why would I ever buy that from Sephora? I could literally buy this from Dior.
To get the points! To rack up the points! Duh! That's why you would buy it from Sephora. At least that's what I do. Because, like, I get usually enough points. Like, I know the point system at Sephora kind of sucks. Ulta is better. Reason why I started shopping there more. But the points does help, especially with the sales. And if you need to re-up on your staples that you use every day.
And get this, like, pimped out packaging and points.
Okay, but why would I go to a website, a brand's website, if I'm going to buy other stuff too? I want to, like, for me, if I order stuff, I want to order as least as possible so I can keep track of my packages to make sure none gets lost or stolen.
If you're over the age of 25, you shouldn't be shopping at Sephora.
And you shouldn't be telling people what to do with their money.
Anyways, because all of the brands are literally for children, which is why there are children in there.
If the brands are for children, why do some of them use harsh actives like retinol? That makes no sense. Kids usually don't need retinol. Maybe if they get acne, they might need a retinoid. I was a teenager who had bad acne. I went to my dermatologist. They gave me a prescription, a retinoid prescription. It helped it. But that was under the advice of a doctor, a professional. And a lot of these actives, like AHAs and BHAs, they're harsh to the skin and you have to wear sunscreen with it. Because if you don't, that could ruin your skin barrier. It could cause horrible skin issues. Like, no. Just because the packaging is cute doesn't mean it is for kids.
No, look, I need more Rare Beauty stat. Follow me, okay? Because like I know where like all the good stuff is. Holy shit, it's in stock. Olivia, hold my cup. Hold my fucking cup. Get my hair. Have you thought about anti-aging though? Because now that you're 11, you should seriously consider using an eye cream. Of course, fuck old people. We're gonna be young forever. Where the fuck's the drunk elephant? Like I'm about to make a smoothie.
This is funny, but what's a smoothie? Like, I've never heard that term in terms of skincare.
So annoying. Like I already have like all through the Charlotte Tilbury glow ones, and now there's like nothing left for me to buy. Okay, but
Then save your money. Don't need to buy anything all the time.
what about for your backpack? Wait, you're like so right. Like I actually do need more. I think I need a basket. Which one should I try? I'm thinking Swatch Party. I really want this Summer Fridays lip balm, but it's like $30. Wait, are you kidding? I think that's on sale. Yeah, but it's like all my money. Your money or the money your dad gave to you? The money my dad gave me? Okay, well if it's your dad's money, then it's free. Like don't even worry about it.
Everything is free on Daddy's dime. Yep. That's probably how they're buying all this stuff. Just because you go to a store does not mean you need to buy something all the time.
He'll make more. Guess what's in this lotion? Retinol! Do you want to go to Lululemon next?
Katie, board certified dermatology nurse practitioner. Let's talk about this so-called skincare smoothie that is
Good, because I want to know what a smoothie is. Because when I think of smoothie, I think of a nice, cold, refreshing drink, not skincare.
trending on TikTok. So apparently there's TikToks about making a skincare smoothie. It's mainly these 10-year-old girls that are going to Sephora and buying Drunk Elephant with mommy and daddy's credit card. It's essentially putting all of your products together and applying them all at one time. One go. Your vitamin C, your retinol, your eye cream, peptide, moisturizers, all going on at one time. Just slap it all on. What could go wrong? Y'all, come on. This does not even sound like a good idea.
That is concerning if these kids are taking random products together and mixing them just to put on the face in one go. Like she said, it's also messy and it's a waste. And some products shouldn't be mixed together. Like, they really shouldn't. Like, you shouldn't. Like, I'm not an expert, but I know you shouldn't mix, like, a retinol with, like a BHA. Because that sounds like a bad idea.
What I assume they're trying to do is save time, which is comical because they're 10. But what they're also doing is just lighting their parents' money on fire.
All my kid does for his skincare routine, because he is eczema prone, is wash it, like, or splash water on his face in the morning, moisturize, and sunscreen. Because skin cancer does not discriminate based on the age. So, yeah, moisturize and sunscreen. That's what my kid does. Just because he's eczema prone, that's what the doctors told us to do, and sunscreen because skin protection from harmful sun rays.
This is a message for Drunk Elephant. There are so many kids, teens, and tweens that are obsessed with your brand, and you are doing nothing.
It's not the brand's fault if kids are obsessed with the brand. It's not their problem.
To properly educate them and their parents.
I'm sorry, you want a makeup company called Drunk Elephant to educate your 12-year-old child and you on why their product might not be appropriate for them. Drunk Elephant. In full disclosure, I know nothing about Drunk Elephant or why you'd want to get an elephant drunk in the first place. It sounds messy. But what I do know is there's been a lot of hubbub over the last few years on parents and their right to educate their own children. You can imagine how frustrating it is for me as a teacher to give.
It all goes back to parents not wanting to educate the children. It's all connected. It's all connected.
Onto this app and see parents complaining that a corporation will not educate their child for them. Maybe we gotta take a little bit of the responsibility, right? So I would venture to think that your child isn't driving themselves to Sephora, right? You're doing that. You're also probably paying for the product yourself. Even if you know nothing about the product or the company, which you should, because they're putting it on their face, wouldn't you look at the product and see the word drunk elephant on there and think to yourself, hey, maybe a company with the word drunk in it might not be appropriate for a 12-year-old. It is not a corporation's job to educate your child and tell them what they should and shouldn't buy, right? That is your job as the parent. Drunk Elephant does not have to come out and say, hey kids, don't buy my product. I'm sorry, hey kids, don't let your parents buy my product for you, right? Drunk Elephant does not have to tell your children no. You can tell your children no.
When I saw the OG video, which was the video that was in the rectangle, I thought I went to Clown World. I fully agree with this creator because saying that Drunk Elephant is marketing towards the children with the name Drunk Elephant in the colorful packaging is one of the most idiotic things I've heard throughout this debacle. In what world having drunk in the name should let parents know that this isn't for kids? And adults like color too. When Glossier came out, I thought it was for older adults because of the color pink and the simplistic packaging. And Glossier has a cult following, and they've had it since the start. If your kid is using Drunk Elephant and you don't like it, then that's a failure as a parent, and that falls on you. Plain and simple. Side note, you create a non-issue into a problem and market the solution like anti-aging. It's a privilege to get old. Some of us don't make it to being old and gray, and that's just a sad fact of life. In companies, marketing to whoever has the money is a simple fact of life. Be an informed consumer. You gotta know what you're paying for, what you're getting. Who is the product for? Obviously, retinol is not for children. Obviously, harsh acids aren't for children. And if a price is like in the $60 and above range, that's a good indicator that it's not for children unless it's like a medical product. Because I was told to get Mederma for a scar I had because I had a mole removed that they thought was cancerous. It was benign, thank God. But Mederma at the time was pretty pricey. Point is, a $50 bill is a $50 bill no matter who is holding the cash, and the company's job is to make money, not to educate children. Parents, read labels, educate yourselves, because I'm seeing a connection between all of this.
You have weaseled your way onto school boards and fought aggressively for the right to educate your own child. Okay then, but you gotta step up and then educate them, right?
He is based. This creator is based. Yeah.
The 10-year-old little girl spending their Christmas money at Sephora epidemic is so much bigger than that, because in 2010, Apple released its very first iPad, so we're witnessing the first chunk of grown-up iPad kids entering society. And no wonder they're so rude. They grew up on iPads. They were not properly socialized. Last week, on Friday night, I entered my local froyo shop, and I saw a gaggle of preteens, and I see one, 5-foot preteen walk up to, 4-foot at best preteen. And she's like, hey, I see you on Instagram all the time. Your posts are so cool. And this little high-ponied girl that a gentle breeze could knock out goes, oh my God, I love you. You're so cute. Why are you acting like that's a fan? We're at a local froyo shop. What are you doing? Why are you behaving this way? The only shining hope I see in all of this is that in 4 years, we'll witness the first 18-year-old iPad kid, and Leonardo DiCaprio will see them as eligible and will date one, and they will humble him so brutally and be so rude to him that he'll be like, yeah, I concede. I'll date within my age range.
I was not expecting that ending from this clip, but funny. However, she makes a valid point. I think it goes deeper than that. Parents use schools as babysitters. Parents don't talk or read to their children like they used to, and it's sad. Schoolwork can be a time of bonding, and it's a great way to know what your kids are actually doing in school. Your inability to parent is not a brand's problem. It's a you problem, and teachers have been telling y'all for a while, but y'all don't care. And now more people are tired of the repercussions because of your lack of parenting. This isn't gentle parenting, it's permissive parenting. And gentle parenting, there's still consequences. No isn't a dirty word. And I'm saying this as a former spoiled brat. Stand up to your kids. Don't let them control your life. Don't let them use your credit card at Sephora. Oh my goodness. You're out there working for your bag and they're demanding luxury goods without earning them. Make them do extra chores. When I wanted something as a kid, my papa would make me work for it. When I need a new laptop for school, I had to pull 5 pounds of weeds and put down sod. The drunk elephant craze among tweens is something. Because the tweens, they're obsessed with drunk elephant, they're obsessed with Sol de Janeiro and Rare Beauty. But this all reminds me of the Glossier hype back in the 2015-2016 era for young adults. You're paying for the brand's aesthetic. By doing so, you're signaling to others your poor intrinsic value consumption. A trade-off for simplicity that reads luxury clean girl. But it is easy to live in luxury when spending daddy's dime or allowing capitalism to consume you. Skincare shouldn't be a trend. Things like proper hygiene and sun protection should be the baseline. Since skin cancer doesn't discriminate, but using BHAs and AHAs because an influencer does without knowing what your skin needs is reckless. Especially when you already have baby smooth skin. Most kids have perfect skin. They don't need that stuff. They just need like moisturizer and sunscreen and probably a cleanser too because you have sunscreen on. You need to take off the day. But like you don't need makeup. You don't need the extra stuff. Content can influence values and behaviors. And I don't want the internet to raise my kids, but a lot of y'all are okay with it, and that is scary. Well, this is all we have time for today. If you disagree with anything I've said, I would like to hear it, but do so respectfully down in the comments. Bye, my mochachinos. I'll see you next time.